The greatest ideas have come from sitting on the toilet. Every day, some company, individual, or group is known for giving the public a load of bullshit. Come here to get your daily dose of shit by Alan Cousin. It's time you hear the shit everyone wants to know.
Good evening, everyone. I don't know what to say. I really don't know how to even to start. Actually, I do. Three words. People are crazy. Yeah, simple as that. People are crazy. I want to say people are stupid, but that's not really the terminology for these situations I've seen. I want to say people are just high, because, drugs. No, people are just crazy. As simple as that. People are crazy, and I think I don't know if it's in the water, I don't know if it's just the television or it's just the internet, but people are just doing some crazy stuff and just don't even think twice about it. It's like, whatever. And the reason I say that is because I'm looking at today and I'm going back and, like, looking at 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. And it's like, it's amazing how much has changed. Not in a good way, by the way, in the years that has passed. And I mean, first of all, we have some situations that people don't really forecast or focus on, I should say, because if they did, they would not be as crazy as they are. First things first, population. The population of America, if not the world itself, has expanded in such a degree that people pretty much don't respect each other like they used to. Relationships don't last. Um, People basically utilize each other until they get tired of them and then, dump them and look for someone else. And career jobs are hard to find because companies know there's a lot of people out there. So basically, if you don't do your job and you fire, you quit or they fire you, they're like, okay,
The
fine.
greatest ideas have come.
I don't understand what's going on with my internet system. It's like it plays itself. I think AI is torturing me, by the way, because it just does that on its own. And I'm like, hello, I'm talking. I swear, this AI is starting to make me wonder. But we'll talk about that another time because that's a whole nother. That's like a 2 hour show basically. But anyway, getting back to what I was talking about, population. So you know, companies basically know that if you don't do your job and you quit or they want to fire you, there's somebody waiting for your job. I mean, literally, for every job out there now, there's anywhere between 500 to 1,000 applications for that one specific job. Now, granted, if there's specialty jobs, where you have to be specialized in something, that may have anywhere between 100 to 200 applicants sometimes. So it's a little less. But for the most part, there's not enough jobs out there for the amount of people that's living now. And then, of course, you got people on Social Security, which, of course, they're basically getting their money from the taxes of those who are currently working today. Well, if there's not as many jobs and those jobs are quote unquote becoming less, then that means that less Social Security is being put into the Social Security fund. But do you think the companies are worried about that? No. Is the government worried about that? Yes, but they're going to figure out, well, we'll find a way to fix it when the problem becomes a problem. Instead of saying, maybe we need to find a way to fix this now before it becomes a problem. And then people don't want to work. Like literally, people don't want to work. it amazes me because there's some people out there that want a job, right? They get, graduate from college thinking they're going to get a job, not really noticing, or no one ever, took the time to tell them you may or may not get a job because in most cases they're going to want experience, even though you got a piece of paper that said you graduated from college. You don't have any experience, and unless they do a training program, they want somebody that can start work right then and there and get on the ball day one. So that's a problem, But for those who do want a job, that's their problem. But for those who get a job and then they're like, I don't want to go to work today. Yeah, I'm going to quit. I mean, so you just got this job. You worked hard to get this job, right? And then you quit. You didn't get it. Why did you try to get a job in the first place? And then what really gets me are individuals that get easy jobs. That means you got a job. You're getting paid well. And you got good benefits, and the job's not that difficult. But you decide, I don't want to do this. I quit. I'll go back home to my parents or, chill with somebody because I'm not ready for this right now. Not realizing that, the sooner you jump into the job field, the better it'll be for you. But who am I to say? I mean, just been working since I was 14, and spent about 36 years of my life working basically. But what am I, why would you trust me? Why should you listen to me, right? And then you got women who say they want to be respected. They want men to treat them like a woman, act like a gentleman, you know, be romantic, offer them, nice things. But then when they find that man who does that, they get bored and they want to leave, or they want more than what they're already getting. And then because they leave the man and he keeps trying to be the gentleman, but then keeps having the same women, over and over saying they want this, but then they leave, he then says, you know what, screw it. I'm not going to do it anymore because why am I doing it? Because it's wasting my time because every time I do this, I always have the woman leave me anyway. So then he becomes the bad boy, says, I'm not going to care about this. I'm not going to care about doing this anymore. I'm just going to use them because they use me. And then the women are mad because they can't find a gentleman. Well, let's think about this. Logically, they were out there. Logically, they came to you and offered you everything you wanted, and they just wanted something in return. Just a little something. Logically, you couldn't offer it to them because you felt like it was just too hard for you to do that. But you were getting everything you wanted, and then you leave them. And now, every man that you meet uses and abuses you. Now you're upset because you want an actual person that treats you like the person that you had before. And then you try to go back, and the person tells you no because he's like, why would I want to take you back? You didn't treat me right the first time. Why would you treat me right the second time? See? Craziness. It's like when you have something and you should enjoy it, you want more. When you have something that's already appreciative, already good, solid, committed, but you want more. Or when you start to earn more money, you spend more money. Instead of saving money because you make more money, no, you spend more than what you have. And then, of course, you need a better job because now you have more bills that are higher than they used to be because instead of making the money and being, hey, I'm making more money, let me save some of it. No, I'm going to buy bigger and better things that honestly, some of the stuff I don't even need, right? But I'm going to buy it anyway because I can. Because nobody's going to stop me because credit cards and banks, they're just going to give me the money I want and I'll pay off later. Or You're a parent that's supposed to take care of your child, but you don't take the time out to treat your child with respect and to teach your child how to be brave, confident, love themselves, and find a way to become an adult properly so that they can do well in life without you because you feel like they need you so much you have to be overprotective parent. Then when they finally leave the nest, you don't want them to leave the nest, so you still harass them constantly, trying to be overprotective and give them money, thinking that that's their, way of keeping them, where they love you because that's the way you're going to show them love is by paying for stuff instead of actually sitting down and giving them love or finding out who they are, discovering who they are, helping them to understand life and to benefit from life. No, no. Why would you do that as a parent, right? And then when they get mad at you because they don't want to deal with you because you didn't help them to understand life, you let them go into life basically dumbfounded and confused to the point that they did poorly in life and all they can basically do is blame you for it because you were the parent that was supposed to teach them about life. But then you're mad at them because they don't want to deal with you now. But you didn't actually do your job as a parent. Or you got your boss who tells the employee, who's the employee actually does the job for him, goes above and beyond that. One day you're going to take care of that employee and promote him. But years and years pass, and then you decide, well, I can't promote you because if I let you get promoted, then I will lose you, and I value how well you're doing. So basically, I need to keep you here. I can't let you go to another department. But yet, you realize this person is a valuable employee. This person is someone who actually does their job above and beyond and is very flexible, always accountable, always dependable, but you're not going to allow them to move forward because you need them for your department and you value your ability of having a better department than valuing their values of being a great employee. And then they quit and you get mad because they didn't stay. But yet you never gave them the opportunity that you promised you would do if they did their job appropriately. Or the employee who gets the job works hard in an interview promising that they were going to do so much. And then, of course, they get the job and they're so thankful and appreciative for being able to have this job. But then, about 6 months to a year later, now they're like, I hate this job. I mean, it doesn't do much for me. Gosh, I wish I can get a raise. I really don't want to do my job. I'm tired coming every day. But yet, you were begging for this job a year ago. You were begging to have this job a year ago, hoping to have this job a year ago, but now you're tired of the job. See, I don't understand. And like I said, that's just a couple of examples of humanity today. A couple of examples of how people today truly act. I don't understand it. Do you understand it? Can you explain to me why these people are doing these things, why they're thinking these ways? Can you help me to understand why these people truly are crazy? I want to say crazy because I don't want to say stupid. I mean, it could be a mixture of both, of course, but it's like, why? Why are you acting like this? Why are you thinking this way? What's the reason for your actions? And then people get mad when they get caught for breaking the law. I never understood that. Here you are, you know what the law is. You know you're supposed to abide by the law, but because other people do it, you're doing it too. And then when you get stopped because you got caught for speeding, possibly, right? You're telling the cop, well, everybody else is doing it. Why did you stop me? Do you not realize the cop has a quota? Do you not realize the cop is going to stop so many people every month because the cop has to do that because the cop has to provide so many tickets to show that he or she is doing her job? And they don't really care about how many people speeding. They're just looking at who I'm going to stop today that was speeding. They don't care about your excuses of why you were doing it. They don't care about the